Good morning, dear students. How are you all? Hope all of you enjoyed the festival of Diwali and you are safe at your home, right? After a long break, let's us move ahead towards our studies. Today we will not be learning from our textbook students as we discussed about Mahatma Gandhi and Swami Vivekanand earlier. Today we will be discussing about Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Do you remember? Last year in standard 5th, I made you write an essay on Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam describing him. Do you remember, students? Today we will discuss the same thing, but we will also narrate a short story of his from failure to success, how he believed in himself and people with whom he worked, and he moved from failure towards success. But before that, let us read out some important points regarding Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was the father of Indian missile program, right? Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was the 11th president of our country. His full name is ABDUL Jainuddin Abdul Kalam. APJ Abdul Kalam is the best president in Indian history till today. He is best known as Missile Man to every common Indian. He was born on October 15, 1931 at Dhanushkodi in the temple town of Rameswaram in Tamil Nadu. His father was Jainuddin and was a boat owner in an imam of local mosque. His mother Ahisama was a housewife. He was born in a poor family but was a brilliant child. So what do you understand from this? That APJ Abdul Kalam was born in a very poor family but yet he was very brilliant. He was the best president till today and he is well known as Missile Man of our country, right? He completed his school education from Schwartz Higher Secondary School at Ramnathpuram. Kalam passed BSc examination from St. Joseph College, Tiruchirappalli. He qualified as an aeronautical engineer from Madras Technical Institute. After graduation from Madras Institute of Technology, he started his career as a scientist at DRDO in 1958. 5 years later, in 1963, he joined Indian Space Research Centre and was made the project director of SLV-3. He worked on the designing, development and management of indigenous satellite rocket, and after some time, satellite Rohini was successfully launched. So students, what do you understand from this? The story which we will see later on is based on this SLV-3 launching, right? So here it is discussed about the education, how Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam obtained his education. He qualified to be an aeronautical engineer and after that he became the head of space research department. And today we will discuss about the story of launching of SLV-3, right? How it happened and how it took from failure to success, right? That all things we'll be discussing. Later on, what is said over here that Abdul Kalam became an important part of Indian Space Research Organization, that is ISRO, in 1963. He developed critical technologies that made Indian defense capable of developing world-class missiles like Prithvi, Agni, Akash, etc. For his work, he was honored by Padma Shri and Padma Bhushan. In the year 1997, he was conferred the greatest Indian award, Bharat Ratna. He has also written 2 books, Indian 2020 and Wings of Fire, his autobiography. So what do you understand from these lines, students? That APJ Abdul Kalam became the most important part of Indian Research Center. Along with that, he also developed techniques to make various kinds of missiles and he made India very strong. He has also written various books. 2 of them are Indian 2020 and Wings of Fire, which is his autobiography. Along with that, he was awarded various kinds of awards like Bharat Ratna, Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan. These all things we have discussed in standard 5th and today we are discussing again. Later what is said, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam passed away on 27 July 2015, aged 83, while delivering a lecture at Indian Institute of Management, Shillong, due to an apparent cardiac arrest. We have lost a great son of India who dedicated his entire life to the welfare of his motherland. His life and work proved to be an inspiration for millions of people across the world. So students, what do you understand? That APJ Abdul Kalam passed away. That means he died on 27th July 2015 and his age was 83 years old. And with that, we lost a great son of India because APJ Abdul Kalam worked day and night for our country. He made our country strong enough in the field of space, right? And he is a great personality whom we are supposed to be proud of, right? And he's also an inspiration to millions of people across the world. Now let us move ahead to the short inspirational video which will tell you how APJ Abdul Kalam turned his failure into success. So let's have a look on it.